Sometimes we just want some privacy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Open the window and hello neighbor. Take a peek out the window. Oh, hello neighbor's bedroom. Using some scrap items around the house, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to put up a barrier to gain a little privacy. Stay tuned. For privacy, here are the items I have laying around. We have this plastic lattice right here. Got this square. This 1x6, gonna split this. Use it to support this lattice because this lattice likes to bend. Tape measure, pencil, saw, some adhesive, plastic, and I think those are 1.5 screws. Collectively, you can go and buy this stuff. A sheet of this lattice I think is 20 bucks at your big box stores, and people probably have all this other stuff laying around. Anyway, collectively, if you were to buy this at the store, you'll get 25 bucks. Pretty straightforward. Again, I'm going to do this, and it's not going to cost me anything other than using some old stuff that's been laying around. This is just the first dry run, and you can see that's not going to work. I have to come up with another plan. Oh, I have a great idea. Stay tuned. I'll show you what I'm going to do to try to fix this. Well, here's plan B. I think this will work. I can raise this up a couple more inches. I think this will provide a temporary solution. Now this fence will be replaced. I'm going to raise it probably another 16 inches to 7 feet. But this is just a temporary privacy measure. And then I will extend this across. And I think I can put a couple more pieces to get the added privacy for both sides. Stay tuned. I'll show you exactly how I did this and how simple it is to install. For privacy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this carpet adhesive because it's what I have available, and I'm going to attach that onto this plastic lattice for the added privacy. Then I'm going to go and pre-drill holes in this plastic every probably either quarterly or third, because this plastic's going to bend. I'm going to cut this in half, and then I'll screw this into the plastic and then a small section onto the wood fence. Stay tuned. I'll show you how I go about doing this. I just need to cut this plastic to a length. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this adhesive to stick it together. I've tested it before, and this stuff works pretty darn good. As I prep the others, the question you might have is, how long am I going to let this set, the plastic to the adhesive? I'm going to let it set overnight. The reason being is, like I said, it's about 38 degrees. I'm going to put these inside, just let them tack and set for 24 hours, and then if it's not raining tomorrow, I will show you how I'm going to install them on the fence. Now there's real no magic here how to cut this. I'm just going to follow this. I'm just going to cut along this line here. I could grab a piece of wood and do it that way, but I don't want to because it's about 38 degrees and I'm impatient and I just want to get this done. Now I'm going to strongly encourage you to put this lattice on a piece of wood because I'm going to spray this the best I can. Like I said, it's cold. It's really cold out, and I don't know if this is gonna spray. All I'm gonna do is try to cover this the best I can, and then put that piece of plastic or that plastic tarp on it. So you can see here, I'm just spraying this. And if you don't put it on wood, you can see the problem you're gonna face. And there's no rhyme or reason, I'm just covering this. You can see the actual spray on here. There's really no method, just cover this. Then just place this on top, and it's workable for a minute or two, and The great thing about this is I can clean all of this up. See, I didn't do a very good job cutting it, because once this is set, you can let it, then you can trim it and clean it up. All I'm doing is starting from the center and working out, trying to see how it got caught up right there. And I might be too late there because it's already sticking. So you don't have a lot of time to get this correct. So try to do it the best you can the first time around. Like anything, any adhesive, you don't have a lot of working time, but that's okay. It's only a temporary privacy. And if you're not comfortable, or once it sticks and you know you got bubbles and what have you, that's fine. You can let it set and then turn it over and go back and spray the other side. For example, around here, it may not be sealed to your liking, so go back and spray it. But yeah, that's it. Then I'll go back and I'll put some holes in here. I'll drill some holes in here and then just put it up on the fence. So stay tuned. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ancient skill saw. I just measured these in 1 7/8. Why? Just because I'm just going to split this thing up. I don't know how this is going to work with this. It's unplugged, just FYI. This dinosaur skill saw. I'm just going to measure it so it clears by a mere 1/16 of an inch. And just going to try to rip this. I think the first one is fine. This second one is going to be a real bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. The reason I don't like this thing is because it has such a heavy pull. It always, it just rips like that. And nifty. I'm going to paint these black. I have some spray paint. Again, this is a temporary fix. Now this, you just have to be really careful and go slow. You don't want to get your hands anywhere near this blade. So watch this kick. And that's that. Now in terms of the paint, I don't even know if I have enough, but we'll give it a shot. Am I gonna do any prep work? Nope. Look at that. It'll match the sharpness of the canvas. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Now, I'll just listen. So there you go. That's the first coat. I'll just do the other side. But you kind of get the idea. I'm going to attach this to the plastic so it doesn't bend, and attach it to the fence. Simple, simple, simple. What I'm going to do is pre-drill quarterly, just random. I'm not going to measure these. And as I rotated this over, I'm just going to leave that. I don't really care. And I'm going to go up over here. Now here's the setting. You can see it. Here's a dry run. And I'm just going to block it right here. There's my view. There's their view. And what I'm going to do is just attach this here using these grips. I'll level it off and then screw it on. Alright, what I'm doing is just make sure we'll butt up against each other. An inch or so. I'll try to get it as high as possible. Just try to get this as high up on this fence just so I can secure it. Lowest point here, that'll give me a little bit of leverage. And then all I'm going to do is tack it. Then I'll level it off. Then I'll do this. And unfortunately, this hole won't line up. And that one won't line up either. I'll have to re-drill those. Get that into account. I'll level it off. And then what I'll do is I'll secure it with this black post here. I'll just screw these. I'll just put a screw in here into this. And then just secure it here. Keep it from bending. Too far off. Spot on. I'll just tack it here. And I'll jump. I don't know if this will work. Let's try this. I'll just tack it on. This. No, you gotta make sure you're on the plastic. Yeah, that'll work. I'll do the same thing here. Put your rest of this up straight. That's pretty darn close there. Let's just see if we're level. That's pretty darn close, except for it just slid. That's dead on level. Okay. Pretty straightforward. And then I'll add the third piece right there. And if you can, use these clamps. They're extremely helpful. Now, I'll measure it up to see if it's level. This side's a little high. And we're running out of space. It's real. Look, that's pretty darn close. I'll throw a couple screws in there. And make sure you're hitting the plastic. This one has a solid base here. And that secures it. This is not working. I need to go get another drill. It'll be an electric drill to get this done. There's an overview. Then I'm going to show you the supports. I'm going to put the rest of the screws in, and then I'll install the supports. And the supports, you can see they're about 1 inch wide. These are 1 3/4 screws. Nothing overly fancy here. I should pre-drill this. Let's see if I can do this without splitting this thing. That looks pretty centered. All right. And we'll see if I can secure this. I don't know if it's just a matter of guessing. I'm gonna go up to the top and see if I can secure this as close to the top as possible without splitting. There you go. All right. That's it. I'm gonna do that a couple more times and call it a wrap. I might put one more screw in here. If I can get lucky. It looks like it runs right here. I think I can get lucky and set it right out there. And it just draws it right in. That way, it shouldn't bend. Same here, about, I think there's about center. I need to put a screw over here. I'm not going to do anything exact, but that looks pretty close to me. I'm sure it's at least lined up close to the top so I can secure this thing. Let's go to the screw here. Now, just FYI, you can't get overly aggressive with the fencing, because the screws, they won't hold. But once you get into the cedar here, be careful if that's what you're doing. Wash, rinse, repeat. Yeah, I split it. I knew that was a chance, a possibility. And then I need one right there. A little bit. There's a panel that runs right there. And that's about center. Pull that in. Here you go. I'll do this last one. Same thing, I'm going to start in the middle here and pull it in and wrap it up. That's it. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Here's the finished product from the bathroom. Not bad, huh? For free. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, a like. Brad Williams, Grit DIY. Hope that helped. Thanks for watching. See you soon.